Have you ever looked in awe at the beauty of birds in flight? They soar with such seemingly effortless grace in an endless dance with the wind. They're lifted to freedom in the skies, viewing our pedestrian lives in a way few others dare.
Whoa! So right now, we're learning how to hang glide. We're gonna launch and glide off of that mountain and get as close to becoming birds as we can.
And then
we're gonna find out how energy from the sun causes our atmosphere to change and how that affects us as we glide like birds.
Now, as we hike up these small hills to practice flying, we can look up and see the atmosphere at work. So let's start by reviewing the basics. Our atmosphere is a mixture of gases that surround Earth and are held by Earth's gravity.
Now, the higher up you are in the layers of the atmosphere, the thinner the air is.
Let's look at the layers starting at the bottom. Here is the troposphere, where we live and breathe. This is followed by the stratosphere, the mesosphere, thermosphere, and the exosphere, where atmosphere merges with space.
The higher up we go in the troposphere, we're going to notice two things about how the atmosphere affects us. Number one, it's going to get colder. Number two, it's harder to breathe. And both of these have to do with an important atmospheric process called adiabatic cooling.
Now, adiabatic cooling works like this. It starts with the sun. The sun heats up land and water, causing parcels of air above it to warm up. As the air warms up, the vibration of air molecules increases. As vibration increases, the parcel of air becomes less dense and rises. As air rises, it expands and cools. So the higher up you go in the atmosphere, the cooler it gets, and the more spread out the molecules become, making the air thinner. And I noticed this as I practiced flying high in the sky with my tandem instructor.
So we're on top now, and we are getting ready to fly. So let's look at how the sun's effect on our atmosphere affects us when we hang glide. Birds that glide stay aloft using air currents. So how do these air currents form?
It starts with the sun, of course. When the air gets warm and rises, colder, denser air from nearby areas sinks and rushes in. As the parcels of air change place, wind and air currents are formed. On a global scale, the currents combined with the spinning of Earth cause worldwide air currents that go from the poles to the equator. But what does this mean for us?
Well, to help answer this question, we're getting geared up to answer it while hang gliding. All right, when a bird is soaring through the air, it takes advantage of three kinds of air currents. And we do the same when we fly. All right, you ready?
Ready. And just in case it's not obvious, hang gliding can be dangerous.
Okay, back to air currents. We're on top, getting ready to launch off of Lookout Mountain. And as we fly from the cliff, we'll quickly review the three kinds of currents that we're using to fly.
One type of air current we can take advantage of is a thermal current. It occurs anywhere air gets warmed up a little more than its surroundings. That slightly warmer air rises above the air around it and could lift up a bird or us.
Updrafts happen when the wind encounters an object like a mountain or a building and flows up. This is one reason you might see soaring birds flying along a mountain range, and why we are hang gliding from the edge of this mountain.
And of course, coasting on wind currents. As we ride the skies, we can feel these currents and use them to take us where we want to go. But eventually, we have to come back down to the ground.
That was awesome. The sun's energy affects the atmosphere in such amazing and awesome and powerful ways. It was amazing.
Well, we could feel the changes in our atmosphere going up just a few thousand feet. Just imagine what it would be like to go even farther up.
Anyway, don't let the pressure get you down. And until next time, never stop exploring your world.
Hey, you can do your own atmospheric experiment. The next time you're hiking up a mountain, check out what happens when you take a bag of chips all the way to the top.
You seen this?
Can you explain what happened to this bag of chips?